Welcome to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead.
If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into the...
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
I'm Amy with a Y.
I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two blueberries floating in a bowl of tomato soup. And this recording is going to be a little awkward because we are, for the first time, trying to do, in conjunction with our audio record, a video record for YouTube. And we don't know what the fuck we're doing. So I should be clear. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So hopefully, if this all goes well, this will be up on YouTube at the same time that we launch it on the regular feed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we are joined tonight by the lovely Hertzey Hertz of Hertzey Talks and Atheists Talk, just all around swell gal who is going to be doing a drinking contest with Amy with an I this weekend. So Hertzey, welcome and tell us about yourself, assuming our internet holds out.
Right.
Yeah. I always hate to tell us about yourself because it's always like, So yeah,
We'll start from when were you born? What kind of a day was it?
Right.
Was it a
16 facts about yourself right now. Go.
Do it.
I was born in July, but I don't like rubies. Actually, I love rubies.
As long as they're not ethically sourced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, God love that slave labor.
Everybody does. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
She was not shaking her head no right there.
No. Yeah, I keep forgetting that this is going to be an audio.
This is going to be an audio and video. Yeah,
I know. I keep talking about Hertzey Talks going on to an audio, but honestly, we have so many things that are like some visual gags on some of the stuff. I'm like, I can't. It's just going to be YouTube.
Yep.
So the Hertzey Talks is all about Satanism and the Satanic Panic specifically. So we talk about how Care Bears and He-Man and Hello Kitty and cats and dinosaurs.
Oh, the worst.
I know. But we talk about how those are the devil and evil and driving you away from God, because that totally matters. And Atheists Talk is the show that I like to think of as my professional show, though Maddie's actually doing a ton of it with it right now. So the super props to her. And that's
teamwork.
It is, but she's on the radio, but we're on the radio and it's live and it's going to be super awesome. And this Sunday we're going to have Lucian Greaves, who's one of the creators of the Satanic Temple. So I am like super stoked and like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
Nice. Yeah, I was on Atheist Talk, 2 weeks ago now? And we had a lot of fun. We didn't have any sort of script or anything like we do now. We just kind of bullshitted for an hour without being able to say the word bullshit because you can't swear on the radio. So
it's so hard. It's so hard every week. And I've had like 3 or 4 mistakes in the 2 years I've done it.
Yeah. It happens. You haven't been kicked off the air yet. So
I know.
While I'm doing this, I'm trying to figure out, because while we're recording this on YouTube, we're using a Google Hangout. And so normally it kind of bounces back and forth between people, but I just did a thing where I presented Hertzey to everyone so you could see you on the screen, but now I can't tell if it went back or not.
It said Secular canceled it. I got that notification.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can see you and I can see Amy when she talks. So that's
okay.
Good.
So it's working like it should.
Yeah.
The people on YouTube are going to get to see it because I'm not editing, but...
Oh, because we're pulling the audio?
Because we're going to pull the audio, yeah. So
how do you do that?
I don't know, but apparently Larry Yelling Man has a video on how to do it, so...
And we're going to trust that?
That's what I was saying. Hertzey's the one that told me I should do it, but...
Well, yeah, because that was the video I was going to use to pull the audio off of Hertzey Talks, but like I said... When you have somebody who's like, hey, look at my t-shirt.
Yeah, that kind of ruins the audio format.
Yes.
Okay, you just pretend you can see it. You're like, that's great.
Yeah.
It's like when kids want to say, when they show you something through their phone, they're like, look at this, Mom. You're like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
can't
even though
see.
you didn't
don't
look
care.
at it. I don't, yeah. It's the same when you walk in the living room and they're like, Mom, look at this thing I'm watching on YouTube. And you just
Yeah.
go, uh-huh, yeah, that's
Yeah, he's
cool.
very funny. Turn it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love watching people play Minecraft that aren't me. That
For
I'm
hours
just-
and hours and hours.
Oh my God. Yes.
This is why I have cats.
Yeah, cats don't watch YouTube usually.
No,
Do they?
no, I do not. I don't have the patience for kids.
Me neither.
It's neither
Unless
do
they're
I.
unless
Ugh.
they're in a roasting pan. I do not have the patience for kids.
I have some good recipes. I'll hook you up.
Oh,
I
that's right.
tried. I mean, I ran out of dinner ideas the other day, so I briefly thought about making my kids, but they've gotten too big. They're just not succulent anymore. They're all stringy and
Yeah.
so probably not
Thank-
an option.
Thanksgiving is coming up though, and so
Ooh,
hopefully I'll do
yeah.
at least a YouTube live, kind of jokingly, how to roast a kid.
Ooh, good idea.
Mm.
Yes, I've wanted to do this for the longest time, and I know I can't do it on the radio because I think that's
Yeah, probably bad form.
way over the top.
Did I ever
But I
tell you
can
about the
totally-
potluck I did where I had a baby in a roasting pan at my potluck? I like have this party every year for friends. So it was all friends that I knew were coming, but I got like an old roasting pan and then just a creepy ass baby doll that I got from my mom's thrift shop. And I put it in, since I didn't have anything cooking in the oven, I put it in the roasting pan in the oven with a
In the
little
oven.
note that said atheist casserole or atheist hot dish. I don't know. Could have gone, this is
It
Minnesota,
probably
so
said
probably
hot
said hot
dish.
dish.
Because
But
you're a
then
monster.
I left it in the oven. So then when my cool friends got to the house, I would be like, come here, you got to see what I have in the oven. So that way the friends who weren't as cool didn't have, I just avoided them and they didn't know
Why do
there
you
was
have
something in the
uncool
oven.
friends?
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you end up in a situation where you
I
have
get
to
it.
invite family that's like, they're just not going to think it's that funny. But my really cool friends are going to think it's hysterical. So
Yeah.
it was totally worth it. And that baby doll was the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I had to get it out of the house as soon as I was done with that trick. So
Yeah.
good times.
Was it 2 days ago, a day ago, somebody was talking about how somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota,
Mhm.
there's a Catholic church doing like some kind of funeral service or whatever for
God.
aborted
For all
babies.
the unborn babies.
Oh.
Yes. And I was like, oh, who wants to go on a picnic with all sorts of like red. So we actually started thinking about what it would be. So I'm like bruschetta and like strawberry jello and jello
Oh my
shots and strawberry
God.
tarts with like, yeah.
It's awful. You
Yeah,
guys
we
are
should-
monsters.
We should clarify for anybody tuning in for the first time or who may be
Oh,
new to atheism that atheists don't really eat babies. We just think it's hilarious
on.
and funny to joke about it. So yeah,
Wait,
I can't. I'm not
some
speaking for
atheists don't
Hertzey.
eat
Yeah,
babies.
Hertzey probably eats all the babies. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know what you do, but babies don't. I don't have the time or energy to, and I don't know if they work out in the slow cooker. It's a whole thing.
It is, and you have to hit all the abortion clinics because I mean that's the only place to get them.
Oh, like locally sourced?
Yeah.
Well, and that's the nice part about being in a city is
But
because
if you go to a daycare, they're free range.
Oh, good
yeah. But then you have to cook them extra long because of all the germs. Because let's put it, I mean, childcares are just petri dishes.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I grew up with a mother who did childcare.
yeah.
Yeah.
My neighbor.
That's when you start getting hand, foot, mouth disease, and you're like, I'm
Yep.
35.
My neighbor had a daycare. She ran one out of her house and she had to quit doing it because one of her kids is immunocompromised. And she was
Oh,
just like, I
no.
can't do it anymore. It's
Mm-mm.
like he's going to get sick too often. So, yeah, good times. So, Hertzey, what got you interested in Satan particularly? You just love Satan or?
Well, it hilariously started with a Toastmasters speech I did. You have to do a bunch of different speeches, and this one was you had to, I think it was informative. So I picked D&D and the Satanic Panic, which is like the super tiny part of the Satanic Panic, and it just kind of spiraled from there. And I've now done a talk. I did a radio show on it. That was the first time I was on the radio like 3 years ago, and now I found this, and so what we do is we watch the videos of these people preaching at other people about all this stuff, and then we make fun of it.
The craziest videos ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
the two that you did are still Granted, you guys
Great.
didn't have to watch Skullduggery. Skullduggery has a special place in my heart.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, at
It's so
least the
bad.
ones we watched were only a few minutes long, but I mean, it felt like the longest fucking 10 minutes of my life.
I was laying on my couch. I had to keep pausing, and I was like, I
God.
can't. I
Yeah.
feel really bad for the people that are watching the YouTube video because I have to keep muting myself and sneezing.
That's what makes it fun. Hey, people know that we're not professionals, so
I'm sick.
once we start getting that CogDis money, then we can
Yeah.
afford to buy you better medications so you won't be sick. And
I mean, I'm mixing it with alcohol, so I figure that's pretty.
that's
sound.
always a good idea. I think most nurses will tell you that's the best way to do anything.
It makes it
so.
more potent. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm on hour 12 of my 12-hour slow release Mucinex, so I'm miserable right now.
Oh god.
But Mucinex is the good stuff.
It's the good stuff. I went to Walmart last night and got some because I needed it.
Yeah, the first time I used Mucinex, I was in a staff meeting at work. I remember someone was like, "Take this stuff; it'll help," and I'd never taken it before. And I went to this. I was supposed to be taking meeting minutes, so I'm sitting there taking meeting minutes, and it's starting to like nod off and go crazy at the same time.
Oh, I don't get the stuff that makes me feel like that.
I felt crazy.
I get the stuff that just I can breathe. I feel fine. I'm a little fuzzy, but I'm cool. Like
I was out of commission. I had to go home. I was totally worthless when it came to actually taking any meeting minutes and writing anything down. Worked though.
No, I was gonna say whenever somebody starts coughing stuff up, I'm like, go take a Mucinex. They never listen.
No,
but no.
Yep. Mucinex every time.
That's what being a mom is like all the time.
Yeah.
I try telling people to do stuff. Nobody ever listens.
No
it's
one
pretty
listens.
much my whole life. They just you wonder why you're telling people to do things anymore. So
see, that's why I have cats.
They don't listen either.
They really don't.
But they're cats, so it's okay.
And it's harder to find yourself just beating a cat because they're so fluffy and cute that
you're like,
like I want to hit you, but you're so furry, it's
I just instead of hitting mine, he goes in timeout in the bathroom if he like bites me or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to go away from me. He's not biting me.
Oh, well, that's good.
He's little still and he's teething.
Mm-hmm.
He's a massive asshole.
He is a massive
No, I have
asshole.
scratches all over me. Can't see it.
Yeah. Grim is my little cuddle bunny, so it's like I can't stay mad at him because I know if I sit down for more than 5 minutes, he's probably going to be on my lap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was rewatching the Drunk Cast, and at the end, Chappie, my big cat, gets a huge cameo. So if people haven't watched the Drunk Cast yet, just a plug for that. If you're not on YouTube right now and you're just listening, go find our YouTube channel, look for the live Drunk Cast, and if you go all the way to the end, you'll see my cat. He's pretty awesome. And you'll see me drunk, which never happens. So
I wasn't really drunk, I think.
I don't think you were that drunk. In rewatching it, you didn't seem that drunk.
I was talking about it with my gentleman caller today. I was like, I don't think I was very drunk. I think I was just tipsy because I remember most of it.
Yeah.
I joke about that I don't remember any of it. But and he was like, I was making some strong ass drinks too. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Lawrence.
I now I'm starting to get worried because I actually was pretty drunk, but then I also put like a huge thing of rum in my Coke and I drank that.
I was
so
drinking
maybe that will
mostly whiskey that night.
I just had my one big cup of amaretto sour, and that was
What's funny, I was also telling him if Hertzey had issued that challenge in person and saw how tiny I am, he would laugh hysterically. Being like, let's do this, bring this on, I'll drink you under the table. And then I think how funny it would be. And then I'm like, okay, cool, bring it on.
Oh, God.
People who may not know, during the Drunk Cast, Hertzey, on with us right now, issued a drinking challenge to Amy and I.
Partially because I was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
but then you kept saying, you haven't responded to it. And so I'm like, okay, fine.
Well, yeah, now it's turned into
challenge
a whole thing.
Accepted.
So Saturday night, we're going to be...
We have judges.
Living this. Yep, we have a drinking game all set up. So Saturday night...
I'm not entirely sure of the rules, but I don't think rules really matter.
I'm going to make up all the rules, and then the judges we have will enforce those arbitrary rules. We'll figure it out.
Like they are going to be like strict.
Yeah. Well, it'll be on YouTube.
Hardcore.
I'm going to have them make some signs or something they can hold up that are either like a score or just a flat yes, no. I don't know. We'll figure.
Just a dick pic.
I got 2 days to figure it out. So It'll be fun. We're going to do YouTube Live. So again, on our YouTube channel, although by the time people are listening to this, unless you're a patron, it'll have happened already.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
So-
well, I guess they can just go back and listen to it.
Yeah, you can go back and watch.
And I'm going to be ready to drink because I'm coming from a Mormon wedding
Oh my
to
God.
come to the drunk cast.
I was going to say, didn't you tell me you were going to a wedding Saturday and then you said you'd be ready to go by like 9? Do Mormon weddings not go all night? Is that not how that works?
The Mormon wedding is in the temple, and I'm not allowed to go to the temple because I'm a massive heathen.
Oh, right.
So the reception starts at 6.
Mhm.
We're taking gentleman caller's son to the wedding so he can see all of his family and stuff. And I'm
Right.
meeting all of the extended family for the first time.
Ooh.
I've met close family. I've met brothers and sisters and parents and stuff. But this is like Grammys in town, and
Oh boy.
So yeah, everybody, and they're all Mormon, and they're all going to be like, so when are you going to make an honest man out of him or whatever?
Those are great jokes. They never get old.
And then we're coming back to my house. That's why I said 8, or that's why I said 9 p.m. because his mom wants him back at 8, and that gives me an hour to get back home.
That makes sense. I was gonna say every wedding I've ever been to like rages all night long. So
no, I am getting in. I'm gonna wear something super slutty because I also have to see his ex. So I'm gonna go meet the family wearing something, tastefully slutty, I guess.
Yeah, slut adjacent.
Yes, and then go see his ex. I'm gonna be all decked out with my boobs hanging out. It's gonna be awesome because. It's gonna be like, how did he go from her to me? I don't even know. But yeah.
I love it when we have guests on and not talk about them at all.
I'm having fun listening, admittedly.
We're talking about our thing on Saturday.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you want, I could tell you the story of the worst wedding I've ever been to.
Hey, there you go. We're always looking for content since we don't have scripts. Just
Okay, so this is my ex's brother's wedding, and my ex's brother lived in St. Cloud. So my assumption as we're getting up to the date is that it's going to be in St. Cloud. Nope, it's in like Two Harbors or something, which is like
that's nowhere near St. Cloud.
I know. I was like, why the hell?
The other side of the state.
I know. I'm like, this is weird. Why are we going all the way here? Well, it turns out the reason we had to go all the way there was because that's where they were having their honeymoon. And so basically it was a destination wedding, but without the really big destination part of it.
Okay.
I was like, fine, whatever. So we get to our hotel at like 2:00 in the morning. Thing to note about this is there are 5 children and a baby. This is the bride's kids. Oh,
gross.
Yes. Yeah.
What kind of bride has kids?
A whore, that's what kind.
For sure.
She was all right. She was all right. I mean, she was marrying my
most
brother.
whores are. They're making money the honest way.
So anyways, the next day we go because my ex has to get his stuff done for the stuff, and they say they're going to do pictures at like, I don't know, 10:30, 11. So we get there and we don't do pictures until like 2.
Oh my God.
And there's no food, no snacks.
So those kids are just dying.
The kids are dying. And here's my favorite part about the kids. They're all dressed up except for the one because they forgot her flower girl outfit. Hi, Grim.
How do you forget an outfit when you're in a wedding?
5 kids.
Well, still,
you line them all up the night before. You have them all in the same box. It's not hard.
This is not feasible. I don't understand this. But go on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So somebody actually had to go back to St. Cloud to pick it up and come back all the way up.
That's like a 3-hour drive each way.
I know.
Jesus.
Yeah. So everyone's sitting there. Again, the kids are all dressed up in their stuff. I'm like, no, that is the last person you dress. You do not dress the kids. It's like, I don't have kids and I know this. Yeah. You do not dress the kids until the very last minute. And of course the kids are
because they're
running
get
around.
Destroyed.
Oh yeah. And it's rented suits, of course. So I'm just like, oh, this is not going to be pretty. So yeah. So finally it's like,
were all her kids like a month old? Because that's obviously she's new.
5. I think it was like anywhere. It was up to 7.
Wow.
Still.
Yeah, I'm like, how did you? Okay, fine, fine.
Was
This is
she
how
really,
we're
really
going.
cute? To make up for being kind of dumb?
She's not my type.
Maybe. No, not everybody can be. I get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say not everyone can be like super sassy and smart. So
Yeah, just the three of us. That's it.
Sure.
obviously,
It's the
so
cat.
yeah. So we get into the vans. I have no idea where we're going.
That's how CSI start.
I know. Except for there's like 20 of us, so I know that it can't be.
Don't
a
wander away
butchering.
from the group.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that they decide to do this wedding on Lake Superior, which
my God.
on this huge rocky beach. So her mom is wearing stilettos, and I'm trying really hard not to laugh because going, you couldn't tell anybody this was on a rocky beach. Oh, by the way, it's also the middle of October.
Oh my God. Which means it's freezing there. I've been to Duluth
yeah.
in the fall.
Oh, yeah. And her bridesmaids are all in gray dresses. So they basically blend into the background because it's a gray day. It just kept going. And then they tried to do the candle thing again.
Oh, yeah.
On Lake Superior. I'm like, it's bad enough to try to do that outside in general.
Yeah.
Don't.
No.
Eventually. Oh, and then they actually changed some of the Bible verses they used to say love instead of some of the other things.
Gross.
Oh yeah, if you had done a drinking game for the number of times the pastor said love, you would have been like on the floor dead.
Like barfing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. So then we finally get to the reception. I'm like, oh my God, can this be over? The reception's in this, fairly lovely place. It's got a nice big reception area, and then across the hall is a smaller room that has this giant TV. Now, you two, being experienced mothers, would take the kids and put them in the smaller room with the TV with a couple of babysitters and food,
some alcohol.
And we'll get back to the alcohol band. But that's what a smart person would do, would put together a kid thing that's where they decide to play some stupid DVD that's dead about themselves.
Oh, God.
Oh, gross.
Oh, yeah.
Did they not know the kids were going to be at the wedding?
No, they knew.
Were they not aware that she had kids? Was she catfishing him? Had he met the kids before?
The baby was his, and they lived together for a while, so
he should have really known, good.
Yeah. And so
I'm still catfishing everybody I've ever met.
Yeah. You can hide babies with enough smoke and mirrors.
Right.
It's hard to do.
You store them in the dishwasher. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so we finally get to the reception. They do all of the traditional dances and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, my gosh. Well, on the way out, we hear that one of her kids had gotten really sick. And I thought, well, yeah, because they had their sheet cake just on a tray. Nobody's watching their kids, by the way. There's more than her kids here. Nobody's watching their kids. They all think they're 20 years old.
I'm gonna have a no kids invited wedding if I ever have it.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, well, no, my kids have to be there. That's not cool for them. But.
Well, you can do them at the ceremony and be like, okay, but now we're going to put you in a hotel room with a babysitter and pizza.
I think I want to elope and just have a party.
That works. That's actually
the way to do it.
Yeah, I'm all for this. But yeah, so. The sheet cake was just sitting on trays. So some of these kids had handfuls of cake that they were eating because nobody's watching them.
Yes.
So
you can't leave a cake alone with kids or you will have fingers in the cake.
Exactly.
We all know science. It's just science. Trust me.
So I'm thinking her kid just ate so much cake that he puked.
Right.
I find out at Christmas a few months later, no, he had gotten into a tequila sunrise.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my God.
Yes, so your alcohol comment really does.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I was just like, and this is why you have the kids in that little room with a couple of babysitters, pizza, and a movie.
Oh no. Game console.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
5 controllers.
Oh, you can. Yeah. It's possible. When I got married.
And a switch so they can just pass that screen around.
Yeah. When I got married, we had we had been to a lot of shitty weddings the year before that.
Yeah.
And so we knew what not to do because we had to sit through all these just terrible fucking weddings. So when our wedding came around, we were like, all right,
I hate wedding
the best wedding ever. We're going to make sure everybody loves this wedding. So we made sure that we did all of our pictures beforehand. So there was no gap between the wedding and the reception. We did the ceremony at like, I don't know, 4:35, and it was a 10-minute long ceremony. I made sure to plan that shit so that it was nobody gives a shit about the ceremony.
Nobody
Nobody's there for
cares.
that.
It's boring.
No. So we did like 10 minutes. That was it. I had 2 very brief readings. Bing bang, done, out, straight to the reception right after that.
And then
so everybody could go right from
so you could just go.
Well, yeah, and we did an outdoor wedding, but it was literally across the street from where we had the reception. So everybody could just go straight to the reception. It was right fucking there, and the food was ready the minute people got there. Like we had a buffet. Yep. So it wasn't a plated meal. It was people could go and plate their own food up and get as much as they wanted. We made sure to have a lot of mashed potatoes and gravy, which was my husband's only request for the menu. So we made sure that it wasn't like, fancy tiny food. It was hearty food that was filling. We had a room because our reception was at a resort. So we did take one of the rooms. I don't know if it was our room or my parents' room, but we had it just with a babysitter in there and told everybody that was coming, there's going to be this room with babysitters prepaid. You can drop your kids off to watch TV. Of course, nobody fucking used the babysitter that I paid for. So all the people with kids ended up just leaving early, but we had little packets that we handed out to the kids as soon as they got to the reception that had crayons and paper. And this was back in 2001 before lots of digital stuff. So we had to do analog crayons and paper, but it had little, puzzle games. And so, yeah, there was like shit to keep the kids busy. Everything, just people got to the part they wanted, which was the food and the drinking. There was a DJ. It was no frills, no fucking slideshows or fuck all that. And we still had people tell us that it was the best wedding they ever went to because it was like, we weren't going to fuck around and make people sit there and wait and have a
Mine was apparently fun. Mine was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
For as far as Mormon weddings go.
Right. Well, I didn't get married in the temple because I was scandalous.
Oh,
and then my reception was just in the gym right behind the chapel. Mm-hmm. And it was fun because my playlist was sick because I'm cool.
Yeah.
And then it was just dancing and food and all kinds of stuff. But if I do it again, I don't want the ceremony at all, or I want it to be ridiculous. I want to be married by just one of my friends with a humanist officiant.
I think that's a better way to go, honestly, to do the wedding separately.
We've joked about destination weddings to like really stupid locations. Like, let's go to destination wedding to like San Diego, Delaware,
New Orleans.
Like,
New Orleans would be awesome.
Yes, that's actually not too far, but it would be pretty funny to go like, it's a destination wedding, get all excited about it, to Oklahoma City. It's like, wait.
What?
You're using the words wrong. I'm pretty sure you don't understand words.
Yeah, we went to a destination wedding the year after we got married in Las Vegas.
That's a destination wedding.
I mean, it was fun, but it was like we had to pay for that shit, and we were going to look like bad friends if we didn't go. Like, I hate that.
I want to be like, it's a destination wedding. It's so exciting. Who wants to go to Kansas City?
Since you're in Texas, I would make it in like just a different, smaller city in Texas because that would be hilarious.
It'd be like Paris.
Yeah.
Texas.
So my ex and I had gotten married the year before. One of my favorite moments was his grandma said, "Your wedding wasn't nearly this chaotic. It was just more organized." And I was like, yes, it was. Because
you knew what you were doing.
Yeah. Well, we did.
A relatively intelligent person.
Yeah, we did the Como Conservatory.
Did you borrow 5 kids?
No, there was one person under 18, and it was 16-year-old.
Okay.
They're acceptable.
Yeah,
usually.
That was acceptable. There was like maybe 45, 50 people at the ceremony.
I don't want to invite anybody. I want to invite Amy with a Y. You can come.
I get to come?
Yeah.
I'm totally going to be there. Just wait for me. I'll be there like an hour after.
If I'm not getting married for years, you better come because we're going to plan it.
Well, we better have Cogdis money by then. I can take a big, elaborate first-class plane ride. And
Cogdis isn't invited.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Don't invite them. They won't show up.
Here's one of my favorite parts. We had a Methodist pastor and a
Ooh.
Wiccan priestess
Ooh,
do
Nice.
a non-religious ceremony.
That is nice.
saucy.
Yes, and then
See?
it was like 11 minutes long. It was
Yeah.
super short.
Oh,
Then we went.
that sounds too long.
Oh yeah. Okay, Amy, you know the bukas that we went to that one time?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's where my wedding reception was.
Oh, nice. You did it a lot like my brother had his wedding at Como Conservatory, and then they just did a really tiny family only. They did the thing at Como, and then we went to a restaurant on Grand Avenue afterwards, and they just
I
booked
love
the whole
Grand
back of
Avenue.
it. And then after dinner, they just went bowling, like in their wedding
Yeah.
stuff. And
Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun.
and it was cool. They hired this photographer who did, not traditional wedding photos, but just did random action shots. So
That's
they have all
fun.
these cool pictures of, them bowling and their
That's actually a really great
stuff.
idea.
And
Yeah.
they didn't spend a ton of money. They,
Right.
everybody just it was a nice restaurant, but not super ridiculous expensive. And
The next day we got a public park
mhm,
Nice.
that's in St. Paul, and so it has a four-season building.
mhm.
So we got this. Everyone was in the four-season building. We had that. We had the two.
What's a
picnic
four-season building? I really don't
It's
know.
It's for places that have more than two seasons.
Yeah. For
So
places like this where the weather changes throughout the
Okay.
year, so you
Yes.
can't always be outside. Sometimes you need it to be enclosed.
So
it
it's like a little.
basically-
It's actually a building.
It's actually
Kinda,
a building,
yeah.
and I
It's a
think
building.
it even has heat. Because when I was a kid, we used to go to that
Mhm.
building, and we did like sledding, and it was like this was back when I was Catholic in church,
Did you
and so we
sled
all did.
indoors?
No, we sled outdoors, but we had hot cocoa indoors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
hot
understand
cocoa.
that.
You gotta warm up when you're sledding or ice skating. You gotta go in every once in a while. You would know
Yeah.
all of this if you just lived in a more reasonable state, Amy. I mean,
Fact.
just saying. It's cold here today. I had to
But
put a
we-
sweater on this morning.
Oh, it was
It's
beautiful.
like 77 today.
Mhm. Yeah, it was
77?
cold this morning, and then
I
by
had my
the
And it's
hot.
because it's raining. That's why it was 77.
Oh.
I had my windows open all night. But yeah, so we had basically this large picnic, and
That's
instead of
brilliant.
instead of a DJ, we did karaoke.
Yeah, we did karaoke. We
That
did
sounds
both.
fun.
We
It
hired a
was.
DJ that had karaoke. So we basically told the people at the reception, okay, we've got the karaoke now, so come up as you. And of course, as people got drunker and drunker, that got
Oh, yeah.
legalized more and more.
That was the
It was
only
fun, though.
problem with the public park is we couldn't have alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
How do you
It's
have
a
a wedding
city-
without alcohol?
Well, some people had some stuff under the table, and I just pretended.
No.
Um,
Don't break laws
I
like
know,
that.
I know. But we did have kegs of 1919 root beer, so
Oh.
we tried to balance it a little bit.
We actually had a big discussion. One of our biggest discussions before we had this wedding was the alcohol discussion, because we were
Yeah.
like, we are not paying for everybody's fucking booze all night long, because we both come from families that are huge and full of rednecks and have a lot of alcoholics, and we were just like, if we're gonna pay for
Oh,
food,
yeah.
it's not gonna happen. But my father-in-law really wanted to have an open bar, and we were like, if you want to pay for it, because I'm not in. First of all, you have an open bar, and that just encourages everybody to drink as much as humanly possible. And then
Fact.
they're all angry, sloppy drunk.
I've never been to an
not
open
too
bar
far into the
wedding.
wedding.
I
Yeah,
know.
we ended
I've
up
been
just
to
doing
one.
it. We did it for 1 hour. So we set a thing where, when we came back to the reception,
Mhm.
it was open bar from like 5 to 6. There was 1 hour where you could get free booze. After that, there was a bar, but you had to pay for it, because I'm like,
That's
I
smart.
don't want these people getting. I know these people. I'm related to them. They're gonna
You're
get
like,
as
I don't
drunk
like 'em
as humanly.
sober.
Yeah, they're gonna get as drunk as humanly possible and be assholes by 8 p.m. And I want
Right.
this to be a fun wedding. So
Oh, yeah.
if they want to get that drunk, they can pay for their own booze. But
Yeah,
by the end of the
the-
night, we were buying more booze because they
The-
had run out at the bar. Oh my God, it was, yeah.
The Mormon wedding that I'm going to, the thing is, everybody does their pictures in front of the temple. So that's at if you go through the temple at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m., that means you're doing the pictures at 9 or 10 in the morning.
Ugh.
Ugh, yeah.
Right after the ceremony or before the ceremony. So if you have a 9 a.m. slot, you're either doing it at 8 in the morning or at 10 in the morning.
That sucks.
Miserable. I'm opting out of this one, and I'm pretty sure he's going to opt out of this one too, because he went to one 2 weeks ago because his brother got married, and now his other brother's getting married tomorrow.
Yeah, my one mistake I made was when I got up that morning, I had an appointment at the hair salon. So me and my bridesmaids went to the hair salon to get our hair done.
Totally.
And then we
didn't
had
do
to
that.
come back and then we did the pictures and stuff before the wedding, but I forgot to eat anything all day.
Oh, I did that too.
I just
I
didn't
did
have
that.
time. I was busy.
Yeah.
And so by picture time, it had gotten hot outside and I hadn't eaten anything. So I have a really great picture I'll have to dig up to show you guys of me with a bucket where I'm just sitting in my wedding dress on a chair, heaved over a bucket because I was about to puke. And my boss at the time, she was actually my boss from Planned Parenthood, because when I got married, I still worked at Planned Parenthood. And her husband was doing the photography for us. So she just was around and helping. And she's also a nurse. So right away, she's like, somebody get some saltines. Hold on, I'm going to get you a bucket. And of course, I think it was probably my brother took the opportunity to take a picture of me sitting there in my wedding dress.
Most likely.
Heaving into a bucket. So it's a pretty good picture.
You're like, don't read too much into this. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm like, really, I'm fine. It's not nerves. I just didn't eat. I need food. And then the people who were supposed to set up our chairs they just dropped off the chairs and left. They didn't realize they were supposed to set them up. So we were setting up all the chairs
My mom has told me the story at least 2 or 3 times of at her wedding. She basically didn't eat all day, and neither did Dad. And so, like, the night after everything's done, they're driving around middle of nowhere, like half an hour north of Rochester. So there's nothing. Everything's closed, and they're just like, I think they finally got some McDonald's.
Oh no!
No, we ordered a pizza. My ex and I. We ordered a pizza because it was all day. It was the wedding and then the reception and whatever. And we ordered a pizza because his mom and his stepdad showed up and they were driving back to New York that night. And so they showed up and hung out on my couch on my wedding night.
Fun.
For hours in my apartment. And so we were like, let's just order a pizza. I'm starving. I'm not going to cook anything.
No.
Oh yeah. It was hottest Mormon wedding night ever.
Our wedding night,
I mean, we'd already done stuff, so it was all good.
Yeah.
We actually dug through all of
No, Mormons don't do that until marriage, though.
Yeah, you just admitted that. I can't believe it.
Don't do that.
Not a good Mormon.
I was a virgin until my wedding night.
I was a virgin until your wedding night, too, which is weird because I'd already been married for 2 years.
Why is that so hard to believe?
AmiesAwhore.com is pretty...
I don't know what you're talking about. I was
HertzeyInstitute.com.
completely virgin-esque on my wedding night, which is why what we did on our wedding night was go through all of our wedding cards and money and just decide which one of our relatives were the cheapest, and then we went to sleep because we were tired. So
hey, he's home.
It was fun though. We like dug through the cards and we were like, really? Like 6 of you came to our wedding and you gave us $10, you fuckers, and then we'd move on to the next one. It was great.
I think we were so tired that we went into the hotel room because even though it was super local and stuff, I was like, no, let's at least get a hotel room, at least be kind of half decent. It was like the best Western.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
People are so
we didn't go
tired
anywhere.
I can't imagine back when that was actually your first night where you had sex. Like,
we didn't
that
do
had
shit.
to be awkward. No, we went to bed. It was fucking late.
I was exhausted. Well, because of what it was, I had to I don't know, what's the classiest way to say bang one out?
Consummated.
No?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
make it legal in God's eyes.
Oh yeah. He was watching it for
Jesus is watching and he wants you to drop the towel.
Oh my God.
Hertzey,
you are so dirty. You're making my show disgusting. I'm trying to keep this classy, and here you two are just
we're dirty.
Having sex before marriage, talking about alcohol. I don't.
Hertzey's not doing anything.
No, I'm drinking.
Super good.
I'm drinking.
Yeah, she's drinking.
This is
I'm drinking
amaretto. This is amaretto and vodka.
I'm drinking cherry blossom cider. It's yummy.
I gotta ask you, Hertzey, what's up with the vodka pronunciation? Because I've never heard anyone pronounce it like that. Is that intentional or is that real?
It is intentional.
Or what?
It's intentional.
Okay.
I had a friend who was kind of a linguist-ish kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And so they came up to me and they said, do you know what happens if you say vodka? And if you go to Russia, they'll give you like water or cotton balls or whatever, because it's supposedly in Russia it's pronounced vodka. And it's
Okay.
just gotten to the point where I don't even think about it. Like people will say it, they'll say what? And I'm like, or like we'll make fun of it, and I'm like, do I still do that? Yeah, I still do. Okay, whatever.
I just thought when I first heard you say it, I was like, maybe she's never heard it pronounced the right way. And I don't want to be the rude one and say anything.
Oh, so wait
like,
until you're on air.
Exactly.
And then call
Take
her
a production out of
I was
it.
going to say,
I don't want to be rude. I'm going to wait until she's in front of a camera.
Exactly. That's
no.
I don't like private conversations.
If it was rude, she would have done it on my show.
That's true.
We're live, and I don't cut shit.
That would have been funny, yeah. Just as
Or the
payback
radio.
for making us watch those horrible, horrible videos. So
Yeah,
you're never going to live that down because those are
God's
the
no.
worst.
Can you tell how long it's been? I can't tell.
That's what I'm looking right now, and I'm actually trying to find the soup creed that I can play, but I don't know where I have just the soup creed. So I'm producing and creating content at the same time here. It's
nice.
Really, yeah.
I was gonna say, did Amy tell you she's a glutton for punishment? Amy with an I.
What?
Why?
What now?
Amy, what are you doing on Sunday night, Amy?
Me? Amy with a Y or Amy with an I?
Amy with an I.
What are you doing on Sunday night, Amy with an I?
What do you mean?
Did you guys plan some Sunday night thing?
Oh my God, the Ouija board.
Oh, yeah?
I thought that was Sunday. Did we plan that for Sunday night?
I don't think you told me a date.
Oh, I think it's
fair. You two just drunk and planning things randomly, and
maybe. I mean, I know we were going to do it, but yeah, okay, I can do it Sunday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sunday I get to go to a car show that is a once a year side effect of my marriage because my in-laws run this car show and I have to go every single year, and I hate cars and car shows
and shows
and people and heat and just everything, but I do it every year because I'm a trooper and I'm a good wife, and that's coming up this Sunday. So yeah, I can't find my fucking soup creed. Hertzey,
well,
is there
I can
anything you want to tell us?
That's what I wanted to. That's why I was asking.
Okay. Well, Hertzey,
I can pull up my docs.
Since we've been totally off topic now for an hour or so,
at least.
Is there anything you want to talk about that we did not cover?
Oh, look at this. We've run out of time.
Put you on the spot. Okay, bye, Hertzey.
I was going to say, I guess plug my show.
Yeah, where can people find you?
Shit.
Where can people find you?
Yes, so you can find Atheists Talk on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota. You can find it on our website, minnesotaatheist.org. You can email us at radio.com. We have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter because Maddie's fucking awesome. And if she's listening, yes, you are.
She is. I concur.
Oh, yes. Hertzey Talks is really just on YouTube. There was a long hiatus because this summer was amazingly busy. I'm finally trying to get my life back together. Not like bad busy, not bad busy, good busy. Like I went to Chicago twice. I spent a week at Camp Quest and
don't
was a
listen to her,
counselor.
Amy. She cheated on us with those Cogdis fuckers.
She didn't go and meet them.
Technically, I saw Citation Needed live.
Still
okay,
counts.
I mean
Still counts.
Yeah, but Eli, and what's their faces, Heath and
they make it more palatable.
Noah. Yeah, they make it better.
Okay.
I also went to the John Benet Ramsey Platinum night. It was awesome.
Is that the one where Eli came out in the dress?
He came out both nights. He came out in the dress.
She has pictures. She showed me.
Dressed like John Benet Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
It was so awesome. Yeah, I have pictures with all of them.
Oh my God.
Because I'm a dork.
No, I get it. I do the same thing.
You cheat on me?
You mean daily?
Or do you wear dresses? I don't.
Both daily.
Both. Okay, good. That makes sense.
So yeah, so Hertzey Talks is really just on YouTube. Hopefully this Sunday or this week we'll be starting back up with a special thing of I have a vintage Ouija board from 1972 that I found online, and I'm super excited to be
Apparently
like, hey, look
she
at
has
this
this
thing.
great guest lined up. I don't know.
I don't know,
Some bitch.
some weird lady, and I
Some weird chick. Isn't that what we're...
think
Yeah.
I can't. It might just be you and me. You and I, Amy.
That's okay.
I don't know if Maddie and Eric are going to be available, which makes me sad. But
I don't know Erica,
How
but
are
I know
you going to
Maddie.
use a Ouija board over the internet?
I don't know.
okay, don't confuse the
Don't
issue
you
with
have to have
facts.
two
Okay.
hands on? I'm just okay. I don't know. It's science, and I don't understand science because I know
Science
Ouija
and
boards
maths. It's
work
all
by
hard.
yeah. I don't.
There are actually like websites that have Ouija boards that are absolutely hilarious.
really.
Mm.
Oh my
I saw this one where it's like you ask it a yes or no question, and
Mhm.
the Ouija board will show you which way it wants to go. I asked the same question 3 times and got 3
Totally
different
legit.
answers.
Of course you
Totally
did.
legit. I did a Ouija board exactly once when I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15 with a friend of mine that I totally and utterly trusted. And we both swore, and I did not move that fucking thing. And they swore they didn't move it. So magic. That's all I'm saying. Black magic it's real, people. Yeah.
There's I
Mhm.
think there's some science that they've tried to study, and it talking about how it like it's a subconscious kind of
Right.
thing
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which I do believe that there's possibly subconscious. I did it
Mhm.
too when I was like 14, 15 years old,
Yeah.
and that's when I totally believed in ghosts too. So I
Oh,
thought I
I
was
did too at
haunted
the
for
time,
like
yeah.
a year or 2.
Oh,
I just
no.
believed Ouija boards totally worked because I believed in all that shit back
Well,
then.
No.
here's the best part: the ghost didn't do shit. He would every so often the ghost every so
Mhm.
often he'd show up at the end of a hall, and I'd be like, "There's this guy there," and that's it. That he would just stand there watching, and I'm like,
Okay, being a ghost must be the most boring thing ever.
I
It really-
know.
Yeah. Just sitting around watching people all day.
People are gross.
Yeah. No
I'm
thanks.
glad. I don't want people to watch me all day. I'm
I
gross.
can't imagine a poor ghost having to sit there and watch me watch Netflix. Like,
Seriously.
although they'd get to watch Ozark, and that's a really fucking good show. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said
speaking
he
of
doesn't
which,
want to
we
watch
need to
it.
wrap this up because I need to go
Oh,
watch some
yeah.
more Ozark. It's really good, and I'm on
Oh,
episode
I have
5
another
of season
Castle
2.
Rock to watch, so I
Oh
need
yeah.
to go.
Okay. Yeah.
watch it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
watch
So
a video about how Ouija boards are evil.
Okay,
good idea. And I was
we
gonna
all.
say,
That's one way to live your life. We
Yeah.
all have our own things.
if people go to our YouTube channel, we have your video from Hertzey Talks that we were on our YouTube channel. So I have just some playlists, and you can go find it from there, and they can find all your other videos.
Watch the Skullduggery episode; it's so funny.
Yes, and
It's my favorite.
You have episodes with Maddie Love, and I think did you do one with Larry Yelling Man?
Not yet.
Not
I've been
yet?
on his show, but he
Okay.
was on the radio show, and now I
Okay,
need
that's
him
what
on
it was.
Hertzey Talks.
He'll do it. He does everything. He's an
Yeah.
attention whore. It'll
Hey,
be fine.
I do everything. I mean,
I mean, he didn't even have a shirt on when he was on our show.
Yeah, he got
saw
naked. Whatever
Upon
you
being
do,
begged.
yeah,
to
whatever you
please
do,
get
do
dressed.
not have the Wayward Willis on your show because
You're
I
gonna
have
get
on good
Crohn's
authority
disease.
that they give people Crohn's disease and atomic space herpes. So,
I was on Wayward Willis.
ugh.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
I'm all right. I'm
Do you
all
need to
right.
see a
So far,
doctor?
probably.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
send the bill to the Wayward Willis. They need to pay for it. It's like workers' comp.
Just
If they cause the
every t-
problem.
Every time you go
They
to the
need to pay
doctor,
for
just
it.
send him the bill.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would be
You can
funny.
keep that going for years. All right. I
I
want
can wrap
to
this up. If you
I
want
want
me
to
to.
thank our patrons
Oh, yeah.
quick because we got to do that.
I'm not anxious or anything. I'm like, I gotta
yeah.
go.
I gotta go smoke, man. I haven't quit smoking yet.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So
I gotta go
I'm
start
working on
smoking.
it. Quit judging me. I'm working on it. All right. So our $1 podcast or our $1 a month episodes, I don't know how math works, are the Dumb All Over podcast, Ryan, Jesse, encyclopediadumbamerica.com, Wendy, and the By Any Means podcast. I did that fast, right? I'm gonna do the
No,
rest
it's
of the
good.
sentences fast.
It was the right speed.
Okay, perfect. The $2 a month patrons. Sarah, Verlaine, Andy, Rebecca, Kimberly, Nathan, thank you so much for your $2 a month pledge. $3 a month, the Wayward Willis podcast, who's the reason I have Crohn's disease now.
Super rude. But we thank you for the money.
Gross, yeah. $4 a month. We've got Elvin Engineer, who is not Wayward Willis. We have gotten confirmation of that, so that's good. Dr. Dylan, Medical Detective, and Larry Yellingman at the $5 a month level. We've got Marissa Alexa McCool, who will be getting her shiny new science vagina very, very soon. And
in 1 week from
wish
today.
her luck and hope she does really well. I wanted to get up there to be her first to eat pancakes, and I just can't make it happen. My life sucks. Okay, then we've also got at the $5 level, Silly Goose, Amy's Boring Sister, Yesh, Jerry, and Alan. $10 a month level. This is the level where you get the soup bowl with your name on it and possibly some dicks. Depends on how good of a mood I'm in that day, if I want to draw dicks or not, or how many I want to draw. So for $10 a month or more, you will get a personalized soup bowl. So at that level, we have Randall, Dwayne, Alice at the Ask and Tell Project, askandtell.com, who will be a judge on our drinking show on Saturday. So check that out on YouTube. And our 17th favorite, Rich, is also at the $10 level.
17th?
I just pick random numbers out of my ass now.
Poor guy. Yeah. Rich, you're my 15th.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, he's my
13th.
He's my 13th.
Ooh, Hertzey's mean.
Hertzey hates you, Rich.
No. Rich.
What did he ever do to you?
Rich is now the meaning of life.
Okay.
It's a geeky thing. If Rich is
a
geek, he'll get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Hertzey, my dog's name is Slarty Bartfast.
Oh my God, you too. Such nerds.
Because she's just a dog, her name doesn't matter. Just saying.
Okay, $20 a month level. We're never going to wrap this up, people. Come on.
Sorry.
Discipline. Stay on topic. This is what we do on this show. Discipline and stay on topic. It's our whole thing.
We are professionals.
$20 a month. Ashley, who is our favorite patron because she gives us the most money, and that's what makes her our favorite. She also has really good taste in wall art. So those are the patrons. If you would like to join them and have your name read out, maybe get a bowl, dicks on it, I don't know, go to patreon.com/secular soup and you will find all of the levels. You will get early access to all of our shows. I think that's it.
It sounds like some kind of threat. Maybe I will. Maybe I don't remember.
Maybe I'll mail you dicks in the mail with no bowl. I don't know.
Maybe you'll do a vagina again.
Maybe I'll draw a vagina. Maybe I won't kidnap your child if you send me money. We'll see. I don't know.
See, another benefit of not having children. Another benefit of not children.
I don't want any more fucking kids around here. I can't deal with it. Okay. So yes, Amy, wrap us up, and then I will awkwardly play the soup creed through my phone so that the people on YouTube can hear it.
And that's all we've got for now.
And she froze.
To put up with us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and send us all your monies on Patreon. You can find us on those platforms. When you see the Google machine, it's not hard. Sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing. This week, your donations will go to Rain Boots because it's raining outside. If you want to tell the world how awful this episode was, join our secret Soup Talk Facebook group. If you want to tell us how to fuck off personally, you can send an email to secularsouppodcast@gmail.com. Please rate and review us on iTunes, Facebook, and wherever else you can review things like this. It will help us spread the soup gospel far and wide. And hey, tell your friends. As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of Mr. Eli Bosnick.
Secular Soup Creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.